I can only say that, how proud I am of everything that they've not only overcome, but the hard work that they've put in and the continuous, the way that they are representing our country and our nation. And it's just, I'm like a proud cheerleader mom over here.
This gymnastics team is stacked this year heading to Paris. I'm curious where you would rank this group of girls compared to previous ones.
Oh gosh, I mean, with any Olympic team, it's just so incredible to be able to watch from the sidelines now, being just a fan, and I'm so proud of all of these young women that have put in the hard work and the dedication, the determination, the everything that it takes to achieving what they have already achieved by making this Olympic team. And then, of course, let's start with like Hesley, and it's her first Olympic team. She just turned 16, and she's the newcomer of the group, and she has these other amazing athletes that have all been there and kind of been there, done that, but also have so much, experience in the depth and knowledge to even like share with her and teach her. And so she's in an incredible kind of place to have so many great athletes and just like sisters, it really becomes a sisterhood. And so I'm just so excited for all of them and of course for them to go back to an Olympics where it's a little bit more of the real experience, just because last time it was COVID and there wasn't an audience and they didn't have their families there cheering for them. And so, I'm just so proud of them. And it feels like, once it feels like you're part of a family forever. And so I'm just,
I can tell you're excited.
Yeah,
I can tell.
I just feel you because you know how hard it is. The hard work that you have to put into it every single day, and what people don't see. It's like you see the moments at Olympic trials of the excitement and the confetti falling, and it's so much more than just that. And I'm proud.
Yeah. I want to go through the 5 girls. I want you to give me in one word.
Oh gosh.
Describe their game. Simone Biles. How would you describe Simone in one word?
Oh, goat.
Goat?
I mean, truly, like she truly is like, I could go on and on and on and on, but I think that just describes it
Goat,
perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah, I like it. Jordan Childs.
Oh, gosh. Energy?
I like that.
Yeah, because like you see it in, like she's constantly just like in her element, and like not that the other athletes don't have life to them, but she's dancing, she's singing, she brings the energy to it, I guess.
Perfect. All right, Suni Lee.
Gosh, I would say perseverance. I think I don't know. I think there's so many things that, as I said, like people don't see that goes on behind the scenes, and then she's kind of taking that to a whole different level with her health, and I think you saw it in the emotion just when the Olympic team was named and them coming out onto the floor. And, it's like gives me like goosebumps again thinking about it, just because, when you're told you're not able to do something possibly ever again, and it's something that you love, and it's something that like you feel you don't want that taken away from you, And so then not only does she, just kind of not squash that, but kind of, it's really, really, it's emotional to kind of even think about, and so I can only imagine how she feels, and just I don't know, I'm just proud of all
Warrior.
of them. Yeah,
like that.
Totally.
All right, 2 more. Jade.
I would say Jade is like such a hard worker, and it's like head down, like getting her job done. Now I'm like trying to think of the word for that, but she is somebody that is such a team player, and somebody that is so, like hardworking, but the nicest human you'll ever meet. And it like she's,
All right, Hesley, last one.
Gosh, I think for her, like just bright, like her future is so bright, and she literally just turned 16. Like she's the youngest member of not just gymnastics, but of Team USA, of the whole Olympic team, and just you just look like the spark, the energy, I'm so excited. And on a personal level, my parents coach her, so I'm just like so biased, and like I love her.
Your little girl.
Yeah.
Simone Biles, actually, last time you and I chatted, you were like, she's one of the best to ever do it. And you even just called her the GOAT.
Yeah, absolutely.
Girl literally has stuff named after her.
Yeah.
Because of how crazy it is what she's doing. So for people who don't understand how unique, how difficult it is to be able to do what she does. Could you kind of break it down for us a little bit?
I mean, I think with Simone, the thing that sets her apart from so many others is it's not only the level of difficulty, because like the skills that she does and the skills that are named after her and even, more, but it's also the way that she performs them. So it's done with such ease where and that's, the point of when you're an athlete or a gymnast, I guess, you want to make it look easy. You don't want it to look like a struggle, and I think that's what, to an extent, you're judged on as well. But she makes it look so easy that it's like, anybody could do that. And it's the complete opposite. In fact, nobody in the world can do it. And nobody can not only not do it, but do it so well. And then just a sport like gymnastics, it's very, very difficult and hard on your body, and and also not just physically but mentally, and I think that's what was so incredible of what we saw from her in Tokyo, and how she did put her mental health and she put all of that first. And I think that was something that no one had ever really done, or at least talked about and shared before. And I think for her to do it on a platform and on a stage, there's nothing bigger than the Olympic Games, and for her to be open and vulnerable, almost like with the whole world, and kind of share and tell people, it's okay to not be okay sometimes. It's okay to actually think about yourself and your mental health. And so I commend her, and I just have so much I'm very proud of her for being able to do that. But then also, to come back and to, want to do it for yourself. I mean, she has nothing to prove. Like, no amount of medals will make her, better or worse. Like, she is already, in my opinion, the greatest, the GOAT. And so, but I think what she's doing now, it just shows too for generations to come. I think that, you're not defined by your success. You're not defined by your failures, or quote unquote failures. I don't necessarily believe in failures. I think we all learn. We either learn a lot from those moments, or we teach others a lot from those moments. And I think that's what she has done.
And I'm sure you too, of all people, know unnecessary noise, whether it's from previous athletes, media, fans, that can become very overwhelming. And absolutely. I know Michaela's recent comments, I know they kind of got a lot of traction about what she said when it came to the work ethic of the team. And obviously since then she has apologized. But when you have a past athlete say something like that, how much does it affect the mental of a team? Do you let that become a distraction, or do you use that as motivation?
Well, I think these girls are so obviously talented, and they have worked so insanely hard to get to where they are. And it's, again, I'm so proud to see every single person has their own story and what they've gone through to, make this team. And so they're all so deserving in their own way. And the noise will always be there. Like you said, it's regardless of where it's coming from, who it's coming from. And that's part of being that athlete is, my mom always told me, like, be a horse at a horse race and put your blinders on and like head down. And you have to do that regardless of where you are, what competition you are, or whatever is said or done. And so again, I can only say that, how proud I am of everything that they've not only overcome, but the hard work that they've put in, and the continuous, the way that they are representing our country and our nation. And it's just, I'm like a proud cheerleader mom over here, because it's, when you go through it, how hard it is, and it's almost like such a relief after trials, and I, talking to the girls, it's like, it's not like the job's not done yet, but it's step one, and it's making the team, and you're just, I'm proud, and I'm so excited to be able to watch them, as, it's not necessarily about the end result, but just like the journey and getting there. And it'll be exciting.
One girl I want to talk to you about, Livy Dunne. Last time we chatted, I know we briefly talked about her, but since then, obviously, exponentially grown. And she's going back to LSU for another year. So how important is it to have like kind of those eyes on her, the attention she brings to the sport outside of the Olympics?
Yeah, I was just recently saying how incredible it is, because gymnastics in the past has been a sport that, every 4 years everybody becomes obsessed with, and like we'd love that. But I think with all these athletes, with people like Livy, with Simone, of course, I mean, they are truly bringing so much more awareness, I think, to the sport. And I think that's incredible. And I think that people become, I think the obsession with the Olympics as a whole every 4 years is great. And I think that will hopefully never change. But I think gymnastics, it's tough because, you know, the world championships within our, like, it's very inside baseball, I guess you could say. And it's just as important. And there's actually even more countries and more athletes competing at worlds. But, you know, the Olympics are on such a greater and bigger scale. But I think with Livy, you know, she's bringing so much, just like eyeballs and hopefully, you know, passion and love for the sport, because I know that's, you know, where it all started for her. And I've known her since she was like so young. So I know it. So it's like fun to see. And I'm so proud of her and seeing how, you know, her career has exploded in all the best ways. And, you know, but at the end of the day, just seeing her remain a good person and a human, I think is like what makes me most proud. And the same with all these girls on the Olympic team. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're all just humans just trying to do our best. And I think like that to me is the most important and the most special part of, you know, all the Olympic team members, and then, you know, the Livy and all these athletes. I think gymnastics and the sports, like sports in general, teaches you so much. And I think that, you know, I think looking back at, you know, the success is incredible, but I think it doesn't stick with you forever. So it's kind of like, you know, the importance of being just a good person too is equally, if not more important.
Hey sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.